Yes. Welcome to the 50 Show presented by Category 6 Sports. And look who I got. The legendary D Money. What's good?
Man, I'm out here. You ever see that Nickelodeon show back in the day when we were kids, like Tales from the Dark or Tales from the Crypt? You know what I'm talking about? It's like that old Nickelodeon show. That's how I'm
Yeah.
feeling right now.
Oh, man. First thing first, let me get this off to all the groups because, you know what I'm saying, if you're on X, retweet it, like. If you're on YouTube, you already know what to do. LSS, like, share, subscribe. All them buttons are free. Join Category 6 Playbook.com where you get merch. All 22 Playboy, just come rock out with us. I got D Money here. You know what I'm saying? And hey, he the man with the juice. You the man with the juice. You know what I'm saying?
No, man,
You
you're the
got
man with the juice. The hat's looking good, man. I'm liking that one.
Oh yeah. Gotta rock this one. This like my go-to.
Signature, man.
Yeah.
We got a big one. I mean, I know you're feeling good about that Fran Brown situation last week.
Oh yeah. Like you wanna know what's crazy? That game reminded me so much why I don't like him. It was just like, dude, you doing too much. Like he really was doing too much, like trying to fight the coach and this, that, the third.
Michael Irvin. What's
Yeah,
what's that whole thing?
yeah, that was talking about something. Don't get used to this. I want to get used to this. That's another thing. I want Mario to treat every coach like they Fran Brown. Because you can tell he obviously don't like Fran Brown.
No, I don't think Mario's got too many friends in the coaching profession, because the way he recruits and stuff, they don't like him across the board. So he's got to deal with that.
Yeah, he
As long as we're winning.
What? Let me get to some of these chases real quick. Play by the rules. Thanks for coming and subscribing. He said, 50 and fellow ball knowers. Here we are on the eve of another Canes adventure. We are hoping for a fast and a focused approach to secure the dub and keep our playoff hopes alive. Facts. Thank you. Shar said, thank God it's Friday. Go Canes. Thanks for coming and subscribing. My boy Playing Time. Thanks for coming and subscribing. It's sad when we were more confident against Notre Dame, Florida, and FSU than against NC State. That just how it goes here. Kane forever. Thanks for coming and subscribing. And being a million. He said, yo, 50 chases, D Money, belt the ass tomorrow. Season on the line. I'm with Play by the rules. Start fast and stay focused. Yes, and he gonna let you know he remember. I'm with you. I'm with you. My boy J Rod, thanks for coming and subscribe. All my Aussie hair. Yeah. They are in hell. You know what I'm saying? Bleed my sports. Thanks for coming and subscribe to them. So go Canes. And B says say Clemson versus Louisville. Huge for us. We got the root for Clemson. How you feel about that?
I don't even try to keep up, man. I don't got enough space in my brain to keep up with all these calculations for the ACC. You know what I mean? I'm not. I'm just worried about NC State, man. That's it. I can't keep up with all the other stuff. That's where I'm at. By the way, shout out to the Chasers. So many of those guys are like the best commentators on our chats when they're in there. The Chasers always bring it, different energy. So love that crew, and yeah, man, you got a good thing going, as you know. Friday show, man. Let's kick back, relax. Jay's usually in the car too, right? I seen him in the car, the cigar bar or something. He's another one that's always on the run.
Yeah, there you go in the comments. Some belt the ass. Jermaine Johnson. Coach J himself. My boy Playing Time. Thanks for the $10. He say, damn, D Money spent all his money. Got no likes now. Well, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm in my car. I got to take, I'm always on the run to baseball practices, man. That's my whole life. Just driving to sports, youth sports. One of my sons plays baseball, one plays basketball. So it's always just driving around, so I try to get in while I'm driving, man. So I appreciate you having me. This is this is my favorite place to be. You guys always bring the energy, especially on a game day eve. This is a big one, man. It's
huge one.
I'm nervous about this one just because CJ Bailey, his attitude coming in. We've seen Mendoza, we've seen who's the other one, Kyron Drones. And they play us and they got something to prove, and then they're just like shucking guys off them, like doing stuff out of character and just killing us. That's what scares me. But we got good defense too, so we got to play ball.
So you scared of the +10 crib boost? I got you.
Yeah. Just how that always goes, man. They always pull out some magic when they're playing us because they got something to prove. It's just always against Miami.
Yeah,
But
it is. It is. Matter of fact, speaking of CJ Bailey, quarterback for next year, Sellers or CJ Bailey, who you picking?
I got to do some. I got to do some more homework on it. It's a great question. I saw it in the rundown you sent. So you had some great
Yeah,
topics. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I hope CJ Bailey's stock takes a hit tomorrow, right? I hope we're not like, man, we got to get that guy after tomorrow because that'd be a bad sign. But I like them both. They're both good character guys. They're both big. They both got good arms. They both can run. I mean, Sellers is a better runner. He's stronger.
yeah.
Bailey maybe a more accurate. They both got good arms. I'll take either one of them, to be honest with you. I'm a portal guy. So to me, getting these guys that are going to the NFL, like we even had like think of our NFL quarterbacks going back to like, I don't know, like Testaverde. You know what I mean? Like it's not like we've had a lot of NFL quarterbacks. Now we're taking our pick between guys going to the NFL every year. So um, I like either, to be honest with you. I think both would be good choices for us. Just depends kind of how we want to operate. Bailey's gonna be more passing offense. Sellers, you got to run a little more.
And that's why I want Bailey. It's harder to defend that pass. It's harder. And then he still got the legs to run too. So it just like he can do it both. And you can't keep that crib boost is real. Mendoza got it. Look at him. He probably gonna be like the number one pick now. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of Mendoza, I know you don't want a victory lap on people because they were trying to play you. But how you feel about what Mendoza doing when they were gonna push that Cuban propaganda on
Listen, it's going to be the same thing again here. Let's say CJ Bailey jumps in the portal, right?
you? Right.
We're going to hear, hey, you only like this guy because he's from South Florida. There's some guy at, you know, West Texas A&M State that's better. Like you're just going with the Homer local guy. It's going to be the same story again with Bailey. But yeah, I mean, with Mendoza, like I saw him in high school. He's gotten a lot better. I liked him then, not for like a Heisman or, first round or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I think the lesson that I'm learning from seeing how he's progressed and a few other guys that progress is like those tall guys that are like 6'6", like 6'5", like Bailey, another one, like the real tall guys, they coordinate a little later. Because you look at like, for example, Bailey, since we're talking about NC State, like his motion was ugly when he was in
That's
high
why I didn't
school.
want.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted him like as far as like, hey, take him. Plus, it would have helped with Jeremiah too. But it
Yeah.
wasn't like I thought he was going to be what he is, or at least I wasn't confident in it because the release was hard to watch.
Yeah.
But those tall guys, they coordinate a little bit, man. They get stronger. Like it's kind of like when you're playing sports, just like as a kid, like the little guys are always the best athletes because they're all like they're moving, they're all coordinated. And then you've got these tall, goofy guys like baby giraffes. But then when they get older and they get stronger,
Yeah.
now it starts to come together and they keep getting better and better, and the height helps them at the end of the day. So, some of these tall guys, unless they're just like a total stiff, like if they got some athleticism to them, I think like you bet on those guys a little bit because once they get to college, they're going to grow into their bodies. Plus, Bailey was a winner too, man. He always won at Chaminade. His intangibles were good. Mendoza won 2 state championships at Columbus. I think both those guys won multiple state championships.
Yeah.
So you're talking about tall winners, good attitude, good arms, and like over time with more development, with more size, like was stronger, just doing all that training, you ultimately get a guy that can go NFL. So I think both I put Bailey and Mendoza kind of in the same box. They're not exactly the same type of player,
Yeah.
but it's very similar with both of them, I think.
Yeah. And that's why I want Bailey. You know what I'm saying? Because the proof is in the pudding. That Sellers, I get Anthony Brown vibes. I'm sorry. I don't want that. He had him. He had Anthony Brown, and he won 10 games. Salute to Mario, but nah, that ain't flying here. We trying to do better. I don't see it with Sellers. He sold against Bama. He lost me then. He lost me. He just lost me because I'm like, close, and you couldn't close that out. I don't want no parts of you because you're not the guy. You're just not the guy.
I like the
Don't,
bifocals. He's got the bifocals on. So
yeah,
he's on point. Like I like his character. I like his like his physical. His You're right. He played bad against Bama. Um, if you want to like Sellers, I would say watch the Clemson game last year. If
mhm,
you're trying to like him, that would be the one I would say to watch, because then you're gonna be like, okay, like I see it, but he's inconsistent, man. There's games that you watch and he's missing wide open throws, and he's not consistent. I personally like him, but I understand the concern because he's not the most natural passer out there.
Yeah. Let me get to this comment right here. My boy Train 305. Thanks for covering subscribe. What's good? 50 the legend. He called you D Train.
I'm a little taller than D Train. I'm a little taller than my guy D Train. I got a little bit more hair, but
Hey, he said I need a fast start tomorrow. No slow starts from here on out. Committee is hate watching, so let's freaking go. Yeah, I'm with you. They definitely want us out of there. Yeah. He has no weapons this year. Hey, Bob, I don't care, Bob. Make it happen. Because at the end of the day, hey, Bob, let's keep it real. Before the season, how many weapons did you think C.J. Bailey had when Casey Concepcion left? Nobody ain't think that. This man done made people. I ain't saying they wasn't talented, but he helped shine the light on them. That man is not the passer. We can't, no, we can't go back. We can't go back. I don't see it with this kid. I don't see it with Sellers.
I'll tell you, with either one of these dudes, 50, like whether it's Bailey or Sellers, let's say the running back situation kind of continues as it is. Now, I'm sure we're going to look in the portal if someone like Lyle doesn't stick around. But,
Yeah.
and that's not based on any info, just obviously he's not playing that well. So you kind of always worry about something like that.
And then Fletcher possibly coming back. So.
But let's say your top two backs are Fletcher and Pringle keeps kind of doing what he's doing. And like, obviously Syracuse, not the hardest opponent, but let's say he finishes strong and you see the burst with him.
Yeah.
The idea about either Sellers or Bailey read option where they can keep it, and you got to respect them keeping it because they'll eat up grass in 2 seconds and get you a first down. Or you got Fletcher going straight line downhill with a head of steam, or Pringle going straight line with the speed. I kind of like that look. Whoever it is, whichever one, that's something we haven't been able to do. I mean, De'Aaron King maybe, but even him, he was a little smaller. Whereas these guys are big dudes, so that'd be an interesting look, I think, for Miami that we haven't really had with either one of those dudes, where that open up our run game a little bit, because our run game needs a little bit of boost too, not just our passing game.
You see how the chase has turned against me? Look, Sellers high. Boy, y'all boys crazy, man. Y'all boys crazy. K Fred, thanks for coming in. He said, if we start slow this Sunday, I'm telling Mario, put me in the game, coach. Here's who I really want right here. I want JKS if he hit the portal. Yeah, that's who I really want. I don't think he hit. Do you think he hit the portal?
Who knows, man? I don't even know. These guys got agents, man. So, like, a lot of the stuff you hear right now is agent talk, because the players out there trying to play ball, right? So they're not. I mean, they got enough on their plate trying to play quarterback and go to school and do all that stuff. So, I don't think the players are the ones really doing much of this. I think it's more agent oriented and family oriented. So, I'm sure he's going to be negotiating for as much money as he can get. And if Cal wants to pay top of the market quarterback money for this dude, then he might stay. I mean, he's got the keys. It's not like Cal can't produce quarterbacks. They got Jared Goff and Aaron Rodgers, and Mendoza really is from there too. So they could do. He could stay there and do well, but I think it's gonna come down to money.
Yeah.
With a lot of these guys, it's a money deal with these guys because it's agents. Like the agents are talking to everybody.
I will say this though. All right, other than Sellers and Bailey, what about Sam Levitt or Levitt, however you say his name?
Yeah, from Arizona State. I mean, if I were him, I would stay. I mean, he's going to lose Jordan Tyson to the draft, the receiver, so that's tough because then you lost Scadabu this year. He took a step back. Then you get a receiver going first round, so you're starting to lose some of your guys. That's obviously not good. But I don't know. He transferred from Oregon originally, I want to say, or Michigan State. He's from Oregon. He grew up in Oregon. I think went to Michigan State, and then he transferred to Arizona State. So like a triple transfer, I don't know if that's the best look on a quarterback. Now you're getting into like Jake Garcia territory,
Yeah, well,
so I like him. If the guy was in the portal, I think he'd be a good guy to get. I mean, he's got a good arm. He's a competitive guy. We saw him in the playoffs last year. He looked totally comfortable.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's another name possibility.
I
try
like
to.
him over Sellers.
I got one for you, 50, and I know the answer already, but I kind of just want to hear the reaction. What about DJ Lagway?
Yeah, and that's gonna be it for the show, y'all. D Money, he couldn't make it no more, and it was nice knowing y'all. No, I'm playing. Come on, dude. What we doing, man?
I just want to see the reaction, man. I just want to see the reaction.
Hell no. Hell no. That man is terrible. They told generational lies about that kid. They was no.
I was believing it, man. I was shook. I see some of the throws he made against LSU, and like the first time, not the second time, but the first time he played it, I was like, man, this guy's going to be a problem to deal with. He's huge. I thought he was going to be like a Jamarcus Russell without, drinking codeine.
Yeah.
But the guy he just didn't have it. I think, I'm
Like,
pretty sure against us, he got less, Bethune got less yards than they got against, or sorry, UF got less yards against us than Bethune got against us
right.
with him at QB. Tough day at the office.
Yeah, look at Matthew Owen. Thanks for coming and scoring. Talking some D Money. Boy, they out. Hey, D Money, boy, you a fan favorite, man. You got the
No,
people.
these are. I mean, the chasers and the and I don't even got a name for my people, but
Yeah,
it's a lot of the same people, man, because they know,
yeah,
they know where the real information is. They know where the real energy is. That's why they watch you. They know where to go and get the real stuff. So, I'm not surprised that a lot of people that I'm used to seeing on ours are
yeah.
over here because they know what's good.
Now let me ask you this, D Money.
What's up?
How
Hey,
bad?
Eli, what's up?
How bad would it really? Oh, snap!
Yeah,
That's
see money right there. I got to take it to practice. He's used to this now. It's like his second time with me putting podcasts on in the car. So he's probably just he's like, what's going on, man? How many podcasts are there?
yeah. Oh man, shout out to Lil D Money.
That's it.
Hey, how bad would it really look for our conference champs to not make the playoffs, but Miami do without even going to the conference championship game?
I just don't want Duke winning the ACC. I mean, that would be such an embarrassment, especially with how bad they are. And they lost to UConn. You know,
Yeah.
my son just said in the back, he said that would mean there's no ACC teams in the playoffs, which is not true because we win our last three. We'll get
Yeah.
that at large.
Yeah, we in.
Let's say if we make it, then we're like the. Not saying this will happen, but let's say that voters say we're the 11th seed, and then.
Hey, Eli, we got a live podcast going on, bro. This is.
Nothing wrong with that. Go ahead. Let Elon speak. What you say, little Eli?
But like, what if they what if they say we're like the 11th seed or 12th seed, and then the two other group of five teams like 12-1, like USF and James Madison get in because they win their conferences because it's the top five Power Five league winners. But no one thought the Power Four teams would be out. One of them would be out, but it's physically possible, even though it's not going to happen because we're going to get in. But
See, so he's worried about us not getting in as an at large, and then James Madison and USF getting in. So
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying like
I think if we win the next three, we're in. That's my bottom line deal on this is that we just gotta win, man. We just gotta handle business, and they're gonna try to find a way. I think to get us in there. Let me switch off here. Hold on. I'm gonna get a good avatar though. I'm gonna get you something here because this is two bootlegs. Let me get a good one here. I'll get you a good photo. Check this one out. Look at this right here. Hold up.
Little D Money knows ball. Yes, he do.
He doesn't even watch my show, man. He watches like Josh Pate all day. It's like, what's going on? There we go.
Yeah.
Look at that. Pretty professional right there.
Oh yeah. That boy said, "Tell Lil D Money, I hear what he's saying, but logo holds weight."
That's it. Thank you, Bill Hanson. Logo holds weight. Well, the other thing is, like, we really are of all these teams that we're talking about, the most talented team. That's not just me saying that. So it's like,
Yeah.
if you're putting together a tournament, you don't want to put in a team that's going to get smoked by Georgia or whoever. You know what I mean? Like, we can actually hold our own physically because of the size we have with Bain and Messidor on the edge and the big guys we got up front. Like, so if you're trying to put together good games, like, I mean, Miami's not going to go out there and get blown out, right? It's going to be a good game or they'll win. So I think that is part of it too. Is at the end of the day, like, you got to make this a competitive tournament, and I think Miami's one of those teams that's not going to go out there and embarrass you as an
At all.
at-large. That's what I mean. The logo holds weight too, but I think that particular thing holds weight because back in the day, I mean, we had some teams, even the teams that were playing pretty well, like the turnover chain team. Like you put that that turnover chain team in one of these playoffs, and we're liable to get blown out if we play bad, because it was kind of up and down against the good teams.
Right,
Whereas these guys, like, you know, teams are not going to want to play Miami in the playoff as a 12 seed.
right, right. They not, and we're gonna be like, it's gonna sound crazy what I said, but we make that playoffs. We could really be on the Giants when they won the Super Bowl type time.
Ooh, now we're talking. Like at the defensive line taking over a little bit.
Yeah, like that D line is taking over because as long as our offense do what they can do, our defense gonna eat.
You imagine if you're Texas Tech and you get into the playoffs and you're like, all right, we got a high seed, and then you got to play Ruben Bain and Messidor. That's not something you're looking forward to. Now the key is just we gotta win, man. We just gotta win these games, man. We cannot drop one of these, man. It's like I've never been this nervous at this time of year. Even last year I wasn't this nervous, just because it's like I think last year losing compounded it and made it worse, right? We're just we're extra dreading it after last year.
Yeah, you're right. But wait, hold that thought. Because with that being said, let's get to commercial break. Yo, what's good, Chasers? It's your boy 50, and we are proud to announce that we have sponsor with MyBookie, man. Yes, MyBookie, a great gambling site where you can bet anywhere, anytime, or any place, hell. And you get a 50% matchup up to $1,000 plus a $10 casino chip with this promo code, CAT, the number 6. CAT6. Yes, that's the code. CAT, the number 6. And y'all make sure y'all gamble responsibly. Yeah, y'all go get that for real. Yeah, shout out to MyBookie for sponsoring this video. CAT, the number 6. The link is in the description. And if you're on X, you know what to do. Retweet it, like. You on YouTube, LSS, like, share, subscribe. All the buttons are free. Join category 6, playbook.com, where you get all 22 merch and plenty more. Come rock out with us. Oh, and make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to my boy D Money page, Kane's Insight. Matter of fact, y'all go on his website, Kane's Insight. Y'all like, share, subscribe, group chat, sports, all that. Y'all support the money, D Money, man. Or as my brother said in the comments, D Peso.
Yeah, man. They used to in college. They used to call me Dinero.
Yeah.
So that was the one. That was the Spanish one. But yeah, man. I'm feeling good overall. I mean, we're banged up. That's the scary part about it. They're going to be full strength. They're getting their guys back, and we're banged up. But
you don't know what's crazy about you saying we banged up, right?
Yep.
Like, all right, Scott gone. That's hurt. But then you get Bolton back. It's like, damn. It's like a give and a take. It's like you lose this, but then you get a big, you know what I'm saying, piece of your defense. Yeah. It's like your D line gonna be stronger, but now your secondary take a hit. So it is crazy how that go.
And you know what too? Like I know we did shows. I was on here, you were on Kane's Insight, and we both were talking about like the portal and the guys we brought in, and we were like, man, we got more DBs, than we probably need, right? It was like we got so many guys, they all got to play. Well, let's go. Damari Brown, if you are a starter and you could play a starter's workload, let's go. Ethan O'Connor, who was on your show, same thing. Let's go. Xavier Lucas, we know he's going to be a big part of it. So, I think that's it. Bryce Fitzgerald too. Bryce Fitzgerald's another one that I think you're going to see an increased role from him, and let's make some plays. He's been quieter lately. He hasn't had that many opportunities, but if you want to get a nice opportunity for a pick six, let's see what's going on. What's going on, Mike Jeezy? But yeah, this would be the time for those guys. So at the end of the day, man, like North Carolina State lost their whole defensive backfield to the portal, like straight up the entire defensive backfield. They got a guy Boykin who's at Indiana, who's a starter. They got Bishop Fitzgerald, who went to USC. He's probably like one of the best in the country. Like he's gonna maybe an All-America. They lost this guy Cooley to LSU who starts. They lost this guy Cisse, CISSE. He went to South Carolina. He's probably going to be a top 100 pick in the draft. So, like, they lost all those guys. So, who are we to complain about losing a couple guys? You know what I mean?
Right.
We got to win this game.
Right. Right. We got to win this game. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's no excuses. Like, next man up, that's just what it is. And another thing is that defense it might sound crazy, but it might be worse than Syracuse or damn near the same. Like, it's one of those.
And Stanford.
Yeah, and Stanford.
Statistically, it's worse.
Yeah, so off that alone, we got to come out fast because there's no excuses. And another thing I want to say, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad Pringle got his chance because you remember at the scrimmage that we had went to in the spring or the spring game or whatever that was when we went. Yeah. You remember how he looked? It was like, damn, that was my first time ever seeing him, and he was putting on the show. He got outshined because, come on, it's Malachi Tony.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, it's Michael Jordan, it's Malachi Tony. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
It's just one of those. He got outshined, but the man did well. And now you seeing him get his opportunity, and I ain't gonna lie, you can tell he kind of mad that he ain't been getting them carries the way he running.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a north-south guy. I know his dad, his mom, they were always at practice. Great people. I'm happy for them that they get to see this. They were pretty patient with it. They knew that, obviously every parent wants their kids to play, but they knew the opportunity would come over the course of this long season. So now it's here, and I think the way he runs, because he's a smaller guy, obviously, but he's not like a dancer. He's upfield, and with the speed he has, I think if you can block it up against a front that's not that good, I mean, he could change the scoreboard. It's not just converting first downs or whatever. He can change the numbers on the scoreboard. So, it's a big opportunity for him, man. I think receiving wise, really to me, the guy is Carson Beck. Like this pass defense is so bad, and he's gonna have such protection. Like, let's be the guy we saw against Florida State and USF, where it making it look easy and big plays down the field. We saw a little bit of that with Marion. That was not a down the field play, but that was a pretty tight window that he got that one through. That was not everybody wasn't making that throw. So, let's go. I have a buddy who works in the NFL. I talked to him. Kind of been reading too, just other people that are NFL connected as far as like personnel and stuff. And I mean, scouts are still pretty high on Beck. Not like first round pick right now, but like third round, second round. Like, what are the guys?
Right.
They still like him, so he's got a chance, I think, to solidify himself. Not necessarily Jackson Dart, where he goes all the way to the first. I don't think, but like if you're talking about a guy like that is at that next tier after Mendoza. There's really not that many guys. Ty Simpson from Alabama could go pro, but he's only started like 9 games. He's not the most physically, spectacular guy. He's a very good player, but like Nussmeier just got benched. There's a lot of guys out there that haven't really performed as seniors or as underclassmen you thought might go pro. So I think that gives an opportunity to someone like Beck that if he finishes strong and talk about, like if you get that USF FSU Beck the next 3 games, which I think is very possible. At least it's, I think it's unrealistic given the competition.
Yeah.
Now we're changing the whole narrative. So I think that's what I'd like to see from him and the passing game in general.
Yeah. You want to know something? I want to see some more Upshaw because that Tony Johnson being hurt kind of opened the door for a guy like Upshaw. You know what I'm saying? He got the skill set.
Yep.
He looking like baby KJ Osborne out there. So yeah, I like what I see out there.
Yeah, I've always liked Upshaw, man. He did in practice a lot too. In practice it was always the 3. It was Tony, it was Moore, and it was Upshaw. Once you got to camp, like August, Malley kind of separated himself as like, all right, I'm gonna be the go-to guy, and the other 2 were more up and down. But it's not like he was not making plays since he got here. He's always been pretty productive in practice.
Right. And that's a good sign.
So I think he's someone that can play. he can play this time of the year for sure. And what he took there and that opportunity against Syracuse, he's been doing that since high school at a high level. So that's just
Right.
one way he can get involved. Not the only way, but he can run screens. He's pretty big, like strong. Like he's not
Yep.
going to get knocked around. JoJo, I don't know. He's not as physically strong. So on some of those screens, it's
Yeah.
not like necessarily his forte.
Right. He more of a route runner, get open type of guy. You know what I'm saying? More finesse style. Let me get to some of these chases. Look, all y'all. Thanks for covering subscribe. We went out. We went in. Yep. M Limit Management. Thanks for covering subscribe. What up, 50 and D Money and Chasers? Brandon Seiss or Cease is my nephew. He was a huge loss for their secondary. You are absolutely right. Because I think he at South Carolina now. So yeah. Kendall,
Yeah,
thanks for coming.
shout out to. Oh, go ahead. Get your shout outs in.
I was gonna say shout out to Kendall, you know what I'm saying, for coming, subscribing, and being a member. But go ahead, D Money.
No, I was just gonna say, shout out to M Lemon, the management, because his nephew's gonna get drafted high. I was just reading an article about the top DBs in the draft, and he was
Yeah.
right there at the top. Like they had him as like a top 50, not even top 100, like a top 50 type prospect. So, salute to your family, man. That's he's playing good ball.
What? Hey, we could take them all, D Money. That's all I can say on that one. We could take them all because man, we went. Boy,
All right, here we go. Wait, dude. So, you want me to read it? You want me to read it? I'll read it.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. My boy K Family, he
All
said
right,
it's
so
time to shine. He showed us last year, no
yeah, go
drop
ahead.
off opinion. And when he get tired on the key, third down, throw Lucas there. Now, what you were talking about, D Money? Or you were talking to your son? My boy D Money. Boy. Let me see. And Yusef, I see what you said. You said you lost faith. Damn. Oh, you just said, have we lost faith in Ray Ray? Have we? It was, I ain't got nothing to say. Hope nothing but the best for the kid. Hey, D Money.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what's up?
Yeah. How you feel about this coming? Have we lost faith in Ray Ray?
I mean, here's the problem, and I think we talked about it when you were on our show. We might have talked about this, but this is to me the big issue is you go to 2023, which was Mario's first class, right? You
Right.
get Ray and Robbie Washington at receiver, and I think Chris Johnson was in that class as well, if I recall. So you're counting on those guys to be, 60-yard touchdown. Those are your explosive guys, right? Ray, Robbie, Chris Johnson. Like that's why you got those guys. That was their deal. Then in 2024, you get JoJo, you get Nikar, you get Jordan Lyle, you get Chris Wheatley Humphrey, and you get who else was pretty. Lofton not the same kind of game breaker, but you're kind of have to make big plays for you.
Right.
So all those guys are really not giving you a lot of production right now from those two classes. So I think one of the big reasons why we're not that explosive is we didn't like those guys. And I'm not saying that they're done or whatever. I mean, first of all, they can get it going here. Number two, we've seen them people like that go other schools and perform. So I'm not trying to like say they're done, but we just have not to this point gotten a lot of production from those guys.
Right.
And on the portal, we didn't get Eric Singleton, who went to Auburn, would have been a really fast option for us. One of the fastest players in the country. We didn't get Zechariah Branch, who visited, who ended up going to Georgia, who's helping Georgia's offense out a lot, which is what they needed last year. So, like, add all those guys up, and I think when you get a picture of why we're not as explosive. And there's play calling stuff too. Carson, like, there's a lot of other things. The running game's not doing. There's a lot of things going on, but that would be one area we'll just circle and say all these little misses,
Yeah.
or just not getting production out of guys
Right.
is hurting us with the explosive plays. And Ray, he's in that mix.
Yeah. Now, D Money, I gotta ask you this:
Yes, sir.
where you see us falling in the recruiting rankings?
I think we're 10 right now, and like I haven't studied the other teams this much, but like I think we're kind of there at 10.
Yeah,
Like
we 10.
I don't think there's that much room up and down at this point.
Right.
Like it's not like back in the day where there's like half the kids would sign at this time, you know. So I think like we're kind of there. You know, maybe we end up, I don't know, somewhere else, but I think right now we're pretty locked in there at 10 from what I could see.
So you don't see us going past him.
I mean, maybe, probably not. You know, I think might like lose a couple guys, not like guys we
Yeah,
really want.
yeah.
And then, you know, I think we'll add Gavin Mueller this
Big time,
weekend. I hope the tight end committed to Colorado.
big time tight
He's
end.
like yeah, I like him. He's a low 4-star on the composite, so he's starting to get ranked a little bit. But he's one of those guys that he's from Chicago, and you know Chicago's big basketball, so he was a basketball player. He's 6'5", 250, legit, so he's big. And we had him on a visit, and that's what he weighs. So he's got the size, and then he's a good basketball player. He's dunking and all that. He got hurt last year. His first year of football was last year. He gets hurt, but he shows enough to kind of get the enough offers. He's committed to Colorado, and then this year he's been playing quarterback, tight end, you know, whatever it is, running back. Like they're just giving him the ball, and he's dominating. I mean, completely dominating that level, which is a poor. Like in Chicago suburbs, it's not, you know, it's not Miami type competition, but
Yeah.
he's dominating. So what's he supposed to do? He looks fast. So I got the Siri talking to me. You know, he looks fast. So I'm a fan of his. I think he's going to be a really, really good player. And we get him committed. That's another 4-star in the boat. And then you know, Amari Latimer, you know, he's got family to Miami, big back out of your neck of the woods.
Yeah. Well, that's why
Or
I
you're in
stayed.
Duval.
Nah, I just stay
So
up.
you were in. Oh, you're in. Okay, yeah.
I just stay
But
at Georgia.
like up there in Atlanta, you know, he's really performing well. He's a big boy. He can catch. He's a good receiver for being a bigger back. So you add him. He's another kind of 4-star type guy. And they're going to try to get, you know, Nolan Wilson, Tank Jones, like someone of that pedigree. But obviously those guys are all committed to big schools, so we got to see how it turns out. But they're going to throw money at those guys, and they've been recruiting them hard for a long time. So we'll see.
Yeah. Amari Latimer is related to Don Latimer. Those type of things. So he a legacy. A legacy.
Yep.
And I'm kind of glad we fixed that relationship because it was kind of a little murky. You know what I'm saying? But now we here. He doing his thing because I ain't gonna lie to you, D-Money. I've been on Amari Latimer since he was a freshman. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, his dad had him in the spaces. Yeah, his dad had him in the spaces. I talked to the kid. All that. He followed me and all that. So yeah. So
his senior year was crazy.
Huh?
So his senior year was crazy.
Yeah. But he always been like that. But for him to keep doing it, even in his senior year, yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie, for the longest, linebacker. I ain't gonna lie.
Do you think we'll bring it home with him?
Oh, yeah. Hands down, I think we bring that one home. Another one I hope we bring home is Blake Stewart. How you feel about that?
Yeah. He's tricky, man. I mean, that should have been done already. You know, I mean, we've been doing everything we can in that one. Big priority. We were on him early. He visited. I think he's been in Miami like 5 times by now. He's been in Miami more times than you have in the last year, man. It's crazy. He's down here all the time. But you know, like his family. I don't know. I don't know if we can convince the family that Miami's the spot. You know, I mean, from Atlanta, they were committed to Clemson. Now Georgia's kind of getting in the mix. I don't know. It should be done by now. So if I'm being things that are not, you kind of say, what's the holdup?
You breaking up a little bit. What
but
you said?
they're working that one. I'll tell you this, 50. What do you think about that guy we got committed last week?
Who? JJ
Dunnigan. What do you think
Dunnigan?
about Dunnigan?
Beast. I say
Yeah. What do you
JJ.
think? What do you think about him?
I call him JJ done it all. Done it all. Done it all. Because he do it all on that field, man. And he's a dog. You feel me? He's a dog. Like, hands down. Like, the man is a killer. Like, hands down. Killer. Like, and I love how he tackles. And he
JJ
can
done it
cover.
all.
Yeah, they done it all, man. Because, man, and he could cover. Like, I'm gonna just vibe, but hey, he a safety that can actually play corner low key too. And I'm just looking at him, I'm just like, woo. Ain't too many of those who, because he gonna be a cheat code at safety, because he can actually do some man coverage too. Like, well,
I'm stealing that one. JJ done it all. I'm stealing that one.
yep.
You're gonna hear that one on Kane's Insight. I'll
Oh,
give you the credit on that one. But
yeah,
that's a good one right there.
because man, he done it all, man. Like when I looked at the field, he was doing it all. He
It's
scored
true.
special teams, running, catching, the defense. Hell, he probably could kick the field goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? Probably throw one, all that. He done it all. Like, and I know they're gonna be like, oh, Kansas, but hey, Isaiah Simmons from Kansas. You got a lot of great players. Barry Sanders from Kansas. Like, when they got one, they got one. And that's what I'm hoping for. We got one. Because this kid looks special.
Yeah, and I think the dad went to Kansas State. That's why he's out there. You know, it's not like this
Yep.
guy's like a farmer. You know what I mean? Like, I think the dad was an athlete too. He looked good at basketball, man. He's like throwing down dunks. I think he ran a 10.9, which, you know, I'll take 10.9 for a guy that size. That's pretty good.
Yep.
You know, he doesn't need to be on the track team, but that's pretty good speed for a safety that's
Yep.
that size. So plus if you watch I went back and watched the Under Armour game because he played in that game. He was balling. Like, he was awesome in that game. And that was with the best guys.
Right.
So because they're allowed to play underclassmen now in the Under Armour. So he was in it last year and he looked good. So, you know, you can say Kansas, but you put him in those environments, he's playing just as good.
Yep. And now you put him in the environment that we got. Oh, he finna go crazy. Because that's all they do over there. The one thing you can say all you want about Mario, but one thing he gonna have, they gonna be a hard working team. They put that work in. They damn sure put that work in.
Hey, 50, let me ask you, who in this class, I know we got a lot of signing day talk coming up in the next few weeks, but I'm starting to get into recruiting mode simultaneous to freaking out about these last 3 games, just because signing day it's right there, right at like the last game ends, and then boom, it's signing day. So we're kind of right there on it. Who's your guy in this class that gets you excited? That's it could be one of the big names or one of the not big names, but who's your guy that you're stamping?
Now I'm snapping. Jalen Waters.
Yeah, you're stamping. There it is.
Stamping. He should be a 5-star cornerback. He should be. Hands down. Seatbelt. He live up to the name. Like, yeah, that's what I'm stamping right there. 5-star. With that mentality.
He's a big dude now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, D Money. Teams want him, but he ain't take no visits. So I rock with that too. He loyal. Rock with that too. Like the kid, he committed to us and was locked in. He locked in. And you can tell, like, that's what I'm stepping. Now, another kid that don't like it, JJ done it all. I'm sorry. Ever since I was when I saw it, I'm like, man, you got Jalen and you got him, and then the sleeper and John Wyman, that's a dog too. I don't think people know about that. Like, we really got to steal out of him.
Yeah, man, he's like Bryce Fitzgerald, where, you know, he's got to show the physicality, right, as you get into college. It's going to be a different level of the tackling and all that kind of stuff. But man, like athletically and instinct wise, I mean, his highlights are off the charts. like crazy, the stuff he's doing. Like I think he had like 5 touchdowns in a game. I mean, he's playing real teams too, but he was like
Yup.
intercepting him for that to the house. He's just taking screens to the house, returning. Like that guy is making plays all over the place. Like he's really kind of like a Philip Buchanan kind of guy.
Yup. Man, it's crazy you said that because man, once you said that, that's like the perfect comp for him where he can reach to. Like, you can put him on punt return, kick return. He can cover. Like, yeah, he's special. Like, they better be happy. He only how tall he is? 6 feet for real. They better be
Yeah,
blessed.
he's not that short, but he's. I mean, the thing is, he's not that big. Like he's like
Yeah,
a smaller kind of guy, so he's gonna have
yeah,
to bulk up a little bit. Which that's why you go to college.
right, right, hands down. But with that being said, let's get to another commercial break.
Yes, Chasers. I got something for y'all. We are proud to be sponsored by Partners Printing, a premier one-stop custom print shop. Yeah, they print everything, T-shirts, business cards. It don't matter. Whatever you want, they can get it printed. And they are located at 5700 Northwest 17 Ave. 5700 Northwest 17 Ave. So y'all go holler at one of the best in the nation print shops. One stop. They do it all, man. For real.
Yeah, shout out to Partners Printing for sponsoring this video. You see the logo and all that stuff. They did that. You know what I'm saying? And if you're on X, retweet it, like. You know what I'm saying? If you're on YouTube, LSS, like, share, subscribe. All the buttons are free. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. K's Insight and Group Chat Sports. You know what I'm saying? Join Category 6 Playbook.com where you get merch, all 22, plenty more. Matter of fact, make sure y'all do anything D Money support. Y'all should rock with anyway, because he doing the damn thing. D Money. Now, hey, you know what? Hey, D Money.
Appreciate you, man. No, I appreciate the words. Yeah, let's talk to me.
It's a lot going on, right? But there's a stat that's crazy. Longest at the streets without losing the game by more than a touchdown. Miami is up there with 26 games. Like, we ever lost a game no more than a touchdown. Longest at the street. Like, Ole Miss, 26. They with us. They tied with us. Ohio State, 25. That's good company. Because I saw Ohio State with 25. That's good company. Louisville, 22. UConn, 22. Hey, now that was right there. UConn?
Yeah, I mean, I remember when we were on a 34-game winning streak, so I can't get too hyped on not lose. You know what I mean? Like on not getting
No.
blown out
I
of
ain't
streak.
saying that. I was just saying, like, that's crazy.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, look, I'll say this, 50. You remember this because you've been around.
Right.
Like, we used to get. I'm talking about like the last 20 years, like mopped, like
That
4 times a year.
58-0. I still remember that shit. What it was?
It was like it was a regular occurrence.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, we used to get mopped for real. Now we get back into not getting mopped, and I want to keep it that way, but also I want to be winning. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right.
I just want to be winning, man. Because, boy, that's another thing, D Money. We got to keep. I'm gonna ask you: do you think we keep when I saw your work? You said let it rip or whatever that you had on your website, right? Do you think we keep that attitude going forward?
Yeah, I think we got to. I think we have to. I think one thing, and Dawson said it in his press conference, is that like the players, when we did all those trick plays, and it can't just be only, these crazy plays to Malinois and to Beck, like that's not the only, it's not just the trick plays like that. But he was saying that when when that was happening, it really got the excitement back on our sidelines. People were laughing, people were loose, and he was like kind of saying like, hey, we needed that, like we need a little bit of fun and excitement just for the energy. So like it's not only it's going to help you put up points because sometimes it's going to work, sometimes it's not. It's like you could let it sometimes it's get a pick. You can get sacked. Like there's things that can happen, but just that mentality of trying to play like you're not a favorite. You're not, because what are we, 15-point favorite right now?
Yeah.
Playing more like the underdog.
Yeah.
I think could get some energy going, and this team needs energy, man. Beck, you know, I just hope we put some faith in Beck and just trust him a little bit, because look, if we don't trust him, we're not going to win, because we're not going to be explosive enough. So we might as well trust him. And if he doesn't, if he loses, he loses. He wins
Yep.
more than he loses based on his career. I mean, what's he, 31-5 or something? So, like,
Crazy.
it's not like some rookie that you really can't trust. I think you trust him. Louisville happened.
Yep.
Some of those were incredible plays by Louisville. A lot of those were bad decisions. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But like, if you don't trust him and don't let him throw it down the field and do what he does, you are going to lose one of these games, just because we're just not explosive enough. We can't hit big plays off of simple plays, because we don't have, aside from Malley, guys that do that.
Right. Right. Or, you know what I'm saying? They just, you know what I'm saying, they not ready, or whatever the case may be. But what I say is this is, I feel like what Gerard Pringle added to this team is like much needed to the explosiveness. I will say that.
Yep.
And I think you're gonna see that in the NC State game and moving forward, Virginia Tech, all that. Even though I never looked at Virginia Tech defense, I'm gonna get on to them because I ain't really been paying attention to them. I just feel like I know we're gonna get their A game when we come there, because you know we everybody's, everybody miraculously get healthy. You know what I'm saying? You know how that goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Boost, you know what I'm saying? Everybody 99 overalls all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you know how that goes. But the next game that really worries me, you know, after NC State is Pitt. How you feel about that game? I'm just looking ahead real quick.
I mean,
You breaking up a
heading
little.
into Pitt, so it's one game season against Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, hold up. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm driving by the airport, so I'm getting all that radar or whatever.
Right.
But if we win 2 in a row and we're playing Pitt to go 10-2 and to be, a strong chance to be in the playoff,
Yeah.
I think we're going to play pretty well in that game. If we've lost one and Pitt's just kind of going through the motions, they can hurt us. So it just depends. But like, obviously, we got to worry about what's in front of us. Not that me and you are going to be playing anyway, so we can worry about whatever we want. But
Yeah.
like, if we are 2-0 heading into Pitt,
Yeah. Right.
especially after Syracuse last year, I just
Yeah.
think we're going to be so fired up, and we just got better players than Pitt overall, that we'll
Right.
bring that one home. But so truthfully, if you ask me which game I'm the most concerned about, not just because it's the next game, is this one. This is really the one I'm most concerned about. Pittsburgh's better than NC State. They're more complete. They play better defense.
Yeah.
But like, if we can get this one, VTech, tricky environment, but they're really down bad as a team.
Right.
Now you got 2. Now you're 9-2 with a chance to win it all. To get to the playoff and do pretty much what you want to do. I mean, 10-2 beating our rivals. I think we all would have taken that before the season.
Yeah.
So that's why this one, to me, because you lose this one now, it's a same old story. You're gonna get some sleepwalking. You know how it is.
Yeah.
This is the one, to me, that I'm the most nervous about. And if we can get this one done, I think B-Tech will be cold, but they just don't have a lot. And then Pitt, we're gonna be, that's game 7 of the finals. So I think they'll be ready to play.
Yeah. And I love us as a, you know what I'm saying, as a team finishing strong. Definitely, if we win the next 2, like we win this game, hands down. Like I know you worried about it. I'm worried about it on the simple fact that I'm just like, you know what I'm saying. But what I will say is, I still don't see NC State just scoring crazy on us. I just don't see it. Like I do think they're gonna score some points, have some plays, but this defense has shown me that they not with the bull. They just not
Yeah.
with it. Like they don't play that. And then, like, yeah, you lose Scott, but you get Moten back. You feel me? So
Yeah.
Moten with merging Justice Scott. Hey man, I'm feeling confident.
Armando Blunt too. I want to see more Armando Blunt at defensive tackle, because I feel if you go watch that Syracuse game. When he was a defensive tackle, he was wrecking shop. He was getting to the quarterback. I'm
Yep.
just a big Armando Blunt fan, period. You know, he's a guy that to me would not be leaving the field too often because
Yeah.
he's a guy that I would ride with. Like I like the way he's wired. He's extremely high IQ, but he's still a dog, you know. And then physically, he's very good. So
Right.
I like Armando Blunt. I would if, with all these injuries and everything that's happening, that'd be one of the guys I ride down the stretch. If I can get more snaps for Messidor, obviously he's gonna play, as we know he's gonna play a ton. Bain, you know they're gonna play a ton. If Blunt's snaps go up and he's just on the field more wherever that may be, I think that's a good thing for our defense because I think he's gonna help us get to the finish line. That's me personally. I'm a fan of his.
Oh no, I agree with you because he bringing that energy, and yeah, he is more of a D tackle. He probably don't want to hear that, but I'm sorry, that's what you is, kid. Like I see that, like on the edge.
No, you know what? I talked to his dad. I talked to his dad.
Mhm.
I talked to his dad during fall camp, and his dad said, he goes, look, I think his dad was a coach too. His dad's a smart guy. He's like, yeah, I think, you know, D tackle and those guys get paid in the NFL when they can rush the passer. You know,
Yeah.
so he had the vision when I talked to him in in camp. And like, you know, the dad, the mom, and the kid, these are real high IQ kind of individuals. So
Mhm.
they see the picture. You know, they understand like, hey, if you have a defensive end that's 290, whatever, you know, unless you're Miles Garrett, like that's not really the vision, the way to get the big money. But if you're a 295-pound defensive tackle that's getting, you know, 8 sacks, now you're a more unique commodity. So I don't know this for sure, but based on my interactions with the family, I think they know that defensive tackle is probably the long-term best move for his future.
Yeah. And he's gonna be a freak show. He's gonna be that's why he's a
Yep.
5-star. That's why he was a 5-star, because that's what they saw. And inside, not on the edge. Inside. He wrecked half of that central inside. Like, yeah, he did it on the edge too, because it's high school, but man, inside, he just unblockable. And that's how he looked. Like, he looks unblockable inside. Like that fits his game. I'm
I
like,
think he was like a top 5 shot putter as in the state as a freshman too.
yeah,
So he's got that power too to him. Like he can run, but he's got power to him.
yeah. You see what Foster said, Giovanni Foster, David Coach Scribe, he said, don't forget about Dante Simpson. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he gets snaps too. That's what I'm saying. Like, with Moulton coming back, I can't believe this, but man, this D tackle room now turned into a strength. Definitely, if you keep Blunt in there, hey, D Money, we cooking. We looking like one of them type of teams. And like I told people, I said Corey Heatherman is a head coach disguised as a defensive coordinator.
Yep.
This is what he is right now. Like whenever he do, hopefully I just need one more year, D Money. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need one more year ahead of me. I just need one
Oh
more.
yeah. We'll get at least one.
Yeah.
Because you know he doesn't just want to take any job. But I think with Heatherman, I'm glad you brought him up. Like everybody's got different opinions as a coach. Like coaching, there's not one coaching staff where everybody sees it the same way. They all have their own opinions. They all have their own ways they like to do things, and that's not anything bad or unusual. That's just how coaches are. They're individuals. They have their own way of what they like and what they want to see. Like they can be aligned, like they can stick to the same script, but they all have their own style. Heatherman, from what I understand, his style when it comes to defensive line is I think he'd like to have a whole defensive line of blunts. You know what I mean? Like guys that are they're strong, they're athletic, and they're fast, but they're not like slow plotters. You know, they're
Right.
just causing havoc. Like that's if you look at the guys we signed or we're going to sign, Keyshawn Stansel, Tyson Bacon, Frederick Saintius, um, who else? Logan Nagel,
Yeah.
Chukwara, and then Anthony Kennedy's probably out the door. So
Yeah.
when you look at that trend, what do those guys all have in common? They're high motor, they're athletic, they play in the backfield. They're
Yeah.
they're not small, but they're not like 320. Like they're like in that they'll probably end up in that 295 range, right? All those
Right.
guys, maybe a little bigger, but they're lean.
Right.
So that's really how Heatherman wants this thing to be.
Right.
So you said it, like more blunt, more Justin Scott, who like you said, he's emerging. More Moden, Moden's bigger, but he likes to play in the backfield too.
Yeah.
So, like, that's kind of how Heatherman wants this. So, no one wants Blay to be out. You know, I'm hoping Blay is good as soon as possible. But like, it's an opportunity for these other guys to play a certain way, and like NC State, Virginia Tech, Pittsburgh, they're not going to be like pushing you around anyways. Like, they're not like, it's not like they're like our offensive line that's 320 across the board. They're going to be pushing these undersized guys. So you can beat them by just being quick and athletic, without sacrificing too much of the size.
Right.
So that's something to watch. Just playing a little more. And by the way, NC State, the area where they're the weakest at, I did a whole stat breakdown on them and like really looked at like, okay, where are they nationally and all these stats.
Yeah.
The stat where they're the weakest, besides, you know, obviously defensively they're pretty bad across the board, especially in the pass defense. But on offense, where they're the weakest is they are very bad at stopping tackles for loss. I think they're like 110th in the country in tackles for loss allowed, and they got good backs. So it's not that the backs are bad; the backs are good, but they do, for whatever reason, with their offense and their offensive line, like they do allow some negative plays that can kill the drives.
Yeah.
Maybe why they don't score as much as they probably should. They only average 29 points, which I thought would be higher. Like, we average 31, and we're not killing it on offense ourselves.
Right.
So that could be a situation where the Justin Scotts or whoever, they're making plays on the other side of the line of scrimmage and messing up drives that way, because that is a weakness of NC State, and we're going to be playing that quicker defensive line than maybe we played other times this year.
Yeah, I love the sound of that. I really do. But Chaser, that's gonna be my time. I'd like to thank y'all for showing out. Nothing without y'all. D Money, I appreciate you, brother. Matter of fact, let the people know where they can find you at.
No, they find me Kane's Insight on YouTube, Kane'sInsight.com, 0.6 million posts and counting. And you can see 50 on Kane's Insight whenever we can get him, man. He's the best. People love him. He's killing it on this show right here. That's why, I mean, to get people like you guys get, like you got huge chats on a Friday night, man. People doing the happy hour with you, vibing. This is awesome, man. So you're the man. And the space is obviously, that to me is better than radio. Is the spaces, man. I know you're the king of that. So
Appreciate
let's
it.
get this one. This is a big one. This is a big one, man. This is a big one. This to me is like Notre Dame. It sounds crazy talking about NC State like that, especially since Notre Dame beat the brakes off them. But
yeah,
we got to get this one. This is a game we lose the last 20 years. You've seen this game in living color for the last 20 years, like where we just get smoked, or just fumble it away, and we can't get caught in those habits, man. It's got to be a different deal this time.
Facts. Big facts. That's gonna be my time, y'all. D Money, I appreciate you. And with that being said, we out of here.
What was it like when Miami was on top? Nico, it was an entirely different world. When